Shalom to everyone watching us on YouTube. We're just welcoming in our community and we'll get started in just a few minutes.
Good Shabbos, good Shabbos.
Shabbos.
I know. I don't know what to tell you.
It's me.
I don't want to.
Hello, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Army.
Shalom, Cantor. Oh, you're still in Israel. That's a nice picture.
Nice to be there.
Pretty well lit for the evening, middle of the night.
Shabbat Shalom.
There are floodlights.
Shabbat Shalom, Dan.
Alexa, turn.
Living room light on.
Oh, hi. Hi, Doug. Christina.
Hi.
Hello, hello.
Shabbat Shalom.
Hey, Dan.
How are you?
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, how's Neil?
Still living.
Hi, Alana.
Hi.
Good Shabbos, Neil.
Hi,
Good
Neil.
Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom.
Yeah.
Hi, Lois.
You want this
Hi, how are you? That would be, I don't know, what do you think? I'm not gonna see us anyway, it doesn't matter.
Oh, Lois.
Yeah.
Haven't seen
Hello,
her since
everybody.
June.
Hi,
Hi.
Michelle and
Hi, Michelle.
Vivian.
Hi, guys.
Shalom.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Hi,
Hey, Vivian. Howdy, neighbor.
Hi,
Oh,
Camille.
there's George.
Hi, Dan.
George. Hi, Vivian.
Shabbat Shalom.
Terry, everybody. Hi, Lori.
Hi, we just lost our air conditioning, so if you
Oh,
see us
no.
sweating,
Well, it's nice
Come on over. Come on
I know,
over.
we
got
just-
room.
thanks. We just opened the windows, we put the fan on. Thankfully, it's covered under warranty, so they're coming tomorrow to fix it.
All
Oh, the
right.
weather's not
Hi,
bad.
Adria.
Hello. Lenny.
Hello.
Hi, Elaine. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Anna.
They were talking.
Live long and prosper. Yeah.
Neil,
This is what you mean,
how's
Penny?
Meredith doing?
Prosper?
She's,
Hopefully.
I don't even know how to say
Hey,
it.
George.
She's getting better, but it's a rough road.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She was
George,
back in
Sherry
the
just did-
hospital on Tuesday. So,
Yeah, good
But
luck
she
with-
came home.
good luck with-
and we're just trying to move one step at a time.
George, Sherry just did that to me 3 seconds before you did it. And you couldn't see her. That's amazing.
Thank you for asking.
Star Trek and also Kohanim, right?
Long and prosper.
33.
Good evening, Shabbat.
Sherry, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Jill.
We all hear you.
Okay.
We can hear you, Jill.
Can you see me?
I can
Yes,
see
we all
you.
see you.
Okay, then I'm hooked up.
Oh,
I
it's-
didn't
this
know.
is- Hello.
Oh, there's Sheila. Hi, Sheila.
I'm actually outside.
In the Army Plaza. She looks like she's in Grand Army Plaza.
Hey, Lynn.
everybody.
Hello,
Hello,
how are you
hello.
feeling?
I'm having a good day.
Good.
Hi, Lise.
Hey, Camille.
Who's shuffling cards?
Ooh, somebody's got a lot of asparagus, it looks like.
Artichokes.
Artichokes.
That's what I meant. I
Artichokes.
meant artichokes.
That's okay, Jill.
We understand.
What?
Just on the screen. How come we have just her up here?
Well, from my brother's joke book from when he was a boy, Artie chokes when she eats too fast.
Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi Blum.
Shabbat Shalom, George.
You could see, you could scoot over this way.
Hi, Sheila.
Hi, hello.
Hi, Sheila.
Hi.
Well, we can
Hi,
take this
Steve.
minutes on.
Hello, hello. Good Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom.
Yeah,
Some kind of feedback.
I haven't seen her for a while.
Hi, Pat.
Didn't see a root.
Hey,
Hi,
Cheryl. Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos to you too.
Hi, Cheryl.
Really?
I'm outside and it's just not doing well out here. I may have to bring it in.
It's too muggy out there for me.
It's not muggy tonight at all. It's gorgeous.
Oh,
I can't see anybody.
However, the mosquitoes are out.
Uh,
I've been outside just a minimal amount of time.
I found out that mosquitoes don't like oranges. Take oranges outside with you.
Oh.
Don't like oranges.
Oranges with
Yeah, only the
cloves
bees
in
like the oranges.
them. With the
So that's
cloves.
another story, but mosquitoes don't.
Okay.
That's
Thank
good to
you for
know.
that tip. That's a
Yeah,
brilliant tip.
yeah.
The
it
thing,
keeps
the
them-
thing is,
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I know we were just chatting, but we'll have a chance to chat again a little bit at the end of the service. We want to get started tonight. Welcome, and we're going to begin with a song about happiness.
Rabbi, we're going to begin in just a minute.
All right, feel free to unmute yourselves and talk amongst yourselves for just a minute.
Well, happiness didn't last too long, huh?
We'll get it. We'll get it. It's coming.
We'll get it.
It's coming. Beautiful night.
some things are worth waiting for, right, Neil?
You bet, you bet.
But Pat, I'm noticing that it's getting darker a little earlier.
That's exactly what I thought
My
earlier today.
heart is sad.
Oh, me too. Me too.
I'm gonna go light candles while you're getting ready.
The dog days of summer.
Think we're ready.
All right.
All right.
Now let's try. אשרי יושבי ביתך, עוד יהללוך סלע. אשרי יושבי ביתך, עוד יהללוך סלע. אשרי, אשרי, אשרי יושבי ביתך. אשרי, אשרי. Happy are those who dwell in your house, they will sing your praises forever. Happy are those who dwell in your house, they will sing your praises forever. Ashrei yoshvei betecha, hallelujah sela. Ashrei yoshvei betecha, oh yeah, hallelujah sela.
Welcome to everyone who is with us by Zoom and by YouTube. This has been an eventful week filled with both good news and sad for our community, for our country, and for our world. I know that I am in need of Shabbat, and I imagine that I am not alone. I am grateful for this sacred community whose purpose is to come together in good times and sad. Let us take a moment to express our appreciation for one another and for Shabbat, a much needed opportunity for rest and reflection. Join me in breathing in Shabbat and breathing out the week we are leaving behind. Also, this Shabbat, we are celebrating Madeline Makarowitz, who will be called to the Torah as one of Beth Chaim's B'nai Mitzvah tomorrow morning. In her honor, I invite Madeline and her family to lead us in candlelighting and Kiddush. We will first hear from Grandma Michelle Halper. So we'll just unmute, if you could unmute yourselves, Makarowitzes. Okay. Grandma Michelle, we're ready when you are. Do you have the words? Madeline, do you have your binder? Did we lose him? Madeline, do you have your binder? All right, we're ready for the reading, for Grandma Michelle's reading.
She's on mute. She's on.
Oh, she's not with you. Okay, hold on. Let's see what we can do to help her out. All right, unmute, try that. Grandma Michelle, are you there? Oh, I think I unmuted the wrong Michelle.
It's Ira. Under Ira.
Under Ira, okay. All right, I asked to unmute. So now I'm gonna spotlight Ira instead.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Oh, thank you. It was on a device that didn't have audio. Our fault, sorry.
No problem.
Okay, we had to set it up on another device. Give me 1 second. I do have it right here. Okay, I did read the whole thing, but nobody heard me. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Thank you so much. And now, Madeline, we're ready
You just said this.
for Mima Wendy to light the candles.
Yeah.
Just.
Wendy Makarowitz.
Adonai, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, tzivanu.
You can look at the TV.
Shabbat.
And we'll raise our Kiddush cups to say this blessing of joy and gratitude.
Adonai, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, Borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, b'shabbat kodsho, b'ahava u'pratzon, v'nhilanu, zikaron l'maaseh b'reishit, ki hu yom tehillah, l'mikraye kodesh, zeher l'tziat mitzrayim, ivanu Ve'amarta ve'otanu kidashta B'chol ha'amim V'shabbat kodecha V'ahava u'ratzon V'nahaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
L'chaim.
Chaim.
I am.
And now we'll hear a reading from Grandma Sandy Rychek.
I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no English or Hebrew, no semantics and no services, but I need them. Through prayer, I can sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, my capacity to love. As I reach upward in prayer, I sense these qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love each other, to work to make our lives better. To love God is to love the world God created and to work to perfect it. To love God is to love dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us and to bring that vision to life.
Thank you very much. We all wish Madeline a hearty mazel tov and know that you will do beautifully well tomorrow morning. We'll now continue with Lecha Dodi, our prayer to welcome in Shabbat.
Who's on mute? I couldn't see.
שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, שם ותפארת ולתהילה לך דודי, לקראת כלה ונשבת נקבלה לך דודי, לקראת כלה ונשבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה בראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה ומחשבה תחילה לך דודי, לקראת כלה ונשבת נקבלה לך דודי, לקראת כלה ונשבת נקבלה. באורך ומיורי, אורי אורי שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לך דודי, לקראת כלה ונשבת נקבלה לך דודי, לקראת כלה ונשבת נקבלה. שלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי, לקראת כלה, ונשבת נקבלה, לך דודי, לקראת כלה,
I welcome you to unmute yourselves to greet each other. Shabbat Shalom. You can type in the chat box, send a text message.
Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shalom. Okay.
Give me a headache.
Shabbat shalom.
We'll now continue with our service. Baruch Hu, our call to worship.
La 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 את אדוני המבורך. ברוך אדוני המבורך, המבורך לעולם ועד, המבורך, המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בדברו מעריב ערבים, מעריב ערבים. You called the world into being and spread all the stars in the heavens above. You made the morning and evening, surrounding us daily with signs of your love. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidbaro ma'ariv arabim, ma'ariv arabim.
All goodness and truth are yours, O God. May no evil estrange us from you. Let error not confound us. Help us understand your will. In adversity and prosperity, may your law be our light. May our deeds reflect your love. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Amen.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod, Malchuto Leolam, Leolam Vaed. Ya la la ya la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. לה לה יה לה לה לה, לה 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 לה, לה 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 לה, לה 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 לה, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אלוהים מצווך היו בלבביך. ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם מאוד על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. לי לי לה 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 למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
A very old song aroused me into life when it drove away my low spirits with its royal language. A song of a generation silenced from the days of old aroused me into life.
כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נטע בקודש, נורת תהילות אוסף אליך, נורת תהילות אוסף אליך. מלכותך ראו בניך, מוכי הים לפני משה, זה לי ענו ואמרו, זה לי ענו ואמרו. Shelter of your peace over us, guide us in wisdom, compassion and trust. Ashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, Hamidenu shomreinu, save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Ashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, Hamidenu shomreinu. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים, את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
Adam once said, more than the Jewish people has kept Shabbat, Shabbat has kept the Jewish people.
יגיד תהילתך, ופי יגיד תהילתך. נה 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 אדוני, נה 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 שפתיי נפתח, נה 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 ופי יגיד, ופי יגיד תהילתך, ופי יגיד תהילתך. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואמהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך חוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומדומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We now take a moment for gratitude and express all the blessings in our lives that we'd like to name with our community. I know that Jews all over the world this week are celebrating the peace agreement reached between the United Arab Emirates and the State of Israel. If there are other blessings that you would like to share with us, please type in the chat box so we can say thank you together. Grateful that peace feels closer this Shabbat. Mazel tov to Len and Eileen Greenberg on their 50th anniversary tomorrow. Grateful to have power back. So glad for you, Bev. Grateful for Madeline. Grateful to see our community, our friends, and our Beth Chaim family on Zoom. So Cantor, please help us to say thank you.
מודים אנחנו לך, מודים אנחנו לך.
Now turn to Shalom Rav, asking God for great peace. May what we've seen this week just be a sign of what's to come. May next Shabbat we not need a prayer for peace.
שלום רב על ישראל עמך, חסיד לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, חסיד לעולם. כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום. כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, חסיד לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, חסיד לעולם. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל, בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, חסיד לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, חסיד לעולם. ברוך אתה אדוני המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, חסיד לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, חסיד לעולם. חסיד לעולם. חסיד לעולם.
We now take a few moments for silent prayer to offer up the prayers of our own hearts, or to sit in silence and reflect.
רצון אמרתי מגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי אדוני צורי וגואלי
Our thoughts now turn to those in our lives in need of healing, whether that be healing of the body, healing of the mind, healing of the heart, or healing of the soul. If you are keeping someone in your thoughts and prayers, I invite you to type those names in the chat box as I share the names of these loved ones of our community. Rhoda Schwartz, Arlene Grable, Teddy Molaski, Nathan Hecker, William Jackie Sola, Steve Bizanoff, Marion Berman, Ginny and Marvin Gittleman, Lisa Schur, Betty Abramowitz, Eileen Applebaum, Bob Gast, Chaim Ben Esther, Megan Mosley, Elaine Berkowitz, Barbara Gladstone, Rosalie Krieger, Diane Walter, Marlena Elkin, Piper Fitzpatrick, Toby Arias, Dorothy Chason, Jill Sava, Ben Tomford, Wally Herrera, Francis Sparagna, Arlene Mulry Pearl, Sheldon Kaplan, and Herb Nassau. For all those and many more suffering, we sing these words of healing.
And Moses cried, heal Miriam, this I pray. And Moses cried, heal Miriam, this I pray. El narefana la, el narefana la, el narefana la, el narefana la.
Re'eh, see, this day I set before you blessing and curse. Blessing if you follow the commandments of Adonai your God that I enjoin upon you this day, and curse if you do not obey the commandments of Adonai your God, but turn away from the path that I enjoin upon you this day. Thus begins this week's Torah portion, Parashat Re'eh. We know from the book of Leviticus that there is a long list of both blessings and curses that we can expect depending on whether we follow God's teachings. It is no surprise that the number of curses mentioned far exceeds the number of blessings. God is clearly exercising tough love as we prepare to enter the Holy Land after 40 years of wandering in the wilderness. I think that the vast majority of us today would greatly prefer God's blessings over curses. However, I am not convinced that the gap between these two categories is as wide as we might think. I see blessings and curses as two sides to the same coin. For example, a blessing for one person may be a curse for another. The rain desperately needed for the farmer's crops to grow may be distressing to the couple who wished to marry outdoors. In this case, whose competing prayer should God have answered? Was the rain a blessing or a curse? The answer lies in your perspective. We are in a similar position today. We feel inundated with curses. A global pandemic, a disrupted economy, social unrest, threatening tropical storms, isolation, and a lack of resources for too many. I have no desire to minimize the pain and trauma that these have caused. However, for those of us who have experienced more inconvenience and less suffering, is it possible to turn our apparent curses into blessings? While human beings are social animals, the introverts of the world may be grateful for more time to themselves. Many of us have used the increased time at home to try new things or deepen our interests. This includes my husband, who has discovered biking, and this week's B'nai Mitzvah parents who have seen their two daughters become a beautiful painter and a masterful baker. While childcare is an ongoing challenge, I cannot deny how much I have enjoyed spending more time with my children while they are still young. I pray that our society is able to turn the curse of COVID-19 into a blessing that stretches work-life balance, reduced commuting, and greater attention to healthcare and equality for all. This is to say that we should still continue to reach out to those who feel lonely or are struggling with their mental or physical health. But how can we try to flip the coin from curse to blessing? One answer lies in the book of Genesis, when God first speaks to our patriarch Abraham. Go from your country and your family and your father's house to the land that I will show you. I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great, so that you will be a blessing. We often think of blessings and curses as something we receive or something that is done to us. And while God definitely plays an active role in blessing Abraham, the end goal is that Abraham himself will be a blessing. What a beautiful image and inspirational message for us. What if this week's Torah portion began a little differently? Re'eh, see, this day I set before you a choice. Be a blessing or a curse. This language gives us more agency. I can wake up in the morning and decide what I want to be that day. Maybe I will face obstacles or challenges that are out of my control, but ultimately I choose what energy I want to put back into the world. By choosing to be a blessing, I commit to doing good. The medieval biblical commentator Ibn Ezra defines blessing and curse in this way. A blessing is an increase in good, whereas a curse is a reduction in goodness. At the end of the day, we pray that there is more goodness in the world than bad. And each of us can add to the goodness that already exists by walking in God's ways, following God's teachings, by feeding the hungry, by clothing the naked, by loving our neighbors as ourselves. This is what it means to choose blessing, to be a blessing. So as we go about our lives and encounter what appear to be curses, I pray that each of us is able to find the blessings in our lives by being the blessing in the lives of others. Ken Yehi Ratzon. May this be God's will. And so we continue with our prayer Aleinu, which tells us we need to partner with God to make this world a better place, which we can do by being that blessing. Thank you, Pat Clarefield.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד ארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל. ושכינת עוזו בגבהי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Our thoughts now turn to those who have passed, who have gone before us, the loved ones whose memory we honor this Shabbat. The following loved ones were taken from us recently, and their family and friends are in Shiva, the first 7 days of mourning. Herman Zulo, son of Kathleen Moriarty and Keith Zulo, brother of Madeline, Lily, and Hannah. And our founding member, Ed Wendroff, husband of Joan. The next loved ones are in the period of Shloshim, the first 30 days of mourning. Helen Eisner, stepmother of Ellen Wajasinger, Beth Elkin, aunt of Lisa Jasper, and Seymour Wexler, father of Cheryl Wexler. And then this week is the anniversary of the passing of many loved ones in our community. Their yard sites fell over the last 7 days. We remember Jenny Barbarash, Rucha Chakina, Ava Herman, Jacob Cohen, Murray Eisenberg, Robert Ehrman, Linda Rostalski, Morris Bass, Donald Greenman, Ted Heftel, Herman Ostrovsky, Henrietta Bach, Rose Hyman, Albert Brossoff, Sam Silverfarb, Charles Mathis, Max Neufeld, Richard Elkinen, Celia Klippel, Robert Friedlander, Arthur Rothman, Stuart Simon, Samuel Warren, Nathan Axelrod, Irving Herman, Stanley Scher, May Cohen, Wendy Katz, Jean Naglak, Albert Rothenberg, Nathan Reitman, Ethel Mole, and Henrietta Wallach. If you are remembering someone, I invite you to type those names in the chat box as we join together in the hallowed words of Mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gedal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, v'alma divra chirutei v'amlich malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon, v'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'yimru. Amen. Yehe Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Alam Ul Almei Almaya Yit Barach V'yishtabach V'yit Pa'ar V'yit Ramam V'yit Naseh V'yit Hadar V'yit Aleh V'yit Halal Shemei Dekudisha Brichu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Da'amiran B'alma V'yimru Amen. Yehe Shlama Rabbah Min Shemaya Chaim Alenu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'Yimru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Mramav. Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Alenu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'Yimru Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen. It is now my pleasure to invite Michael Schwartz to share some announcements with us. We'll just need you to unmute yourself. There we go.
Hello, my name is Michael Schwartz, and on behalf of the Board of Directors of Congregation Beth Chaim, thank you for joining us tonight. We would like to share with you a few events and activities between now and next Shabbat. Tomorrow morning at 8:45 a.m. is Torah study. At 10:30 a.m. tomorrow, Madeline Makarowitz will become B'nai Mitzvah via Zoom. Please join us in wishing her a hearty mazel tov. And tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m., families are invited for a Zoom Havdalah service and storytelling. On Tuesday at 7 p.m., La Convivencia is inviting you to a conversation about the intersection of justice and faith. Rabbi Blum is one of the speakers on their interfaith panel. On Wednesday at noon, join Rabbi Blum for a third and final class on Mishnah Ta'anit, Why We Fast, to explore ways in which Jewish tradition has tried to make meaning in the midst of meaningless events beyond our control. On Thursday at 1:30 p.m., our congregant Adria Sherman will lead a virtual museum tour focusing on African American artists. This program is sponsored by a racial justice task force. You are welcome to join this group, which is working to provide more resources on our webpage, bethchaim.org/racialjustice, and to create programs and take action to help make our country a more equitable place. The Reopening Beth Chaim Task Force recently sent you a survey to complete. Your input is crucial for us to determine many aspects of temple life going forward. Your responses will be held confidential. Contact the synagogue office if you cannot find this email from us. Also be on the lookout for registration information for next Shabbat service, which will be held in person in the Beth Chaim parking lot, weather permitting. Beth Chaim's preschool registration is now open. Contact Robin Resnick for further information. You can also visit our website, bethchaim.org, for more details about upcoming events.
Thank you, Michael. We'll now conclude our service tonight with Oseh Shalom, prayer for peace, that just as the one who makes peace in the heavens, we ask that that same Holy One make peace among Israel and all the inhabitants of the world.
Oseh Shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'yimeru amen. Oseh Shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'yimeru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'yimeru amen.
God, we ask for your inspiration for each of us to be a blessing. We ask that you spread peace throughout our communities, throughout our countries, throughout our world. And we ask that you instill within us a sense of healing and wholeness. And so we conclude our service tonight with these ancient words of blessing that have been passed down from generation to generation.
Yivarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God bless us and protect us.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'choneka.
May God's light shine upon us, and may God be gracious to us.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May we always feel that God's presence is near, and may we be blessed with the greatest gift of all, the gift of peace.
Amen.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Hey.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Bye, Cantor Binder.
Hey, Dad.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Hi, Priya.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Madeline was so proud of you, Kim.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Everybody have a healthy and happy week.
Yeah.
Same to you.
Thank you.
Macrolith.
Yeah, well, go back to the other view. Have it in that one. All right, now leave.
Yeah.
I know it.
See you in the morning.
Hi, Irene.
Have a great Shabbos.
Irene.
You too.
Hi.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.